Very warm welcome here today for today's flight. So this is a leg 5 of a rum tasting tour over the Caribbean, and this time we're going from Jamaica, from Kingston, to Dominican Republic, Puerto Plata. This is the longest leg yet. It says 370 miles, but our track should put us roughly, not this one, I wish, should put us around 384, so 390 miles or so. Just zoom out, this is our track, so we'll fly over to Haiti and then cross over to Dominican Republic and land at Puerto Plata. So that's gonna be it. Today I will be joined at least by one other pilot, John Garbett. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right.
I'll get back into airliners.
I believe it's time to depart, and then we'll have plenty of time to chat.
Alrighty.
Do you have your navlog ready?
Yeah.
Good. What cruise settings are you planning, or what's your
21, 23.
Yeah, that's the same for me. So 185 should be the speed.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Okay. So I'm gonna start the engines then. And
Yep. Ditto.
first I need to enable the fuel flow, though.
Clear prop.
But do let me know when you are ready to taxi, and you can go first if you want.
Yeah. No ATC on, have we?
Yeah, I haven't noticed any.
Last time I was flying in Jamaica, there was some ATC on. It was ace.
Yeah, I was actually landing with ATC last time.
Yeah, it's exactly how I would expect Jamaican ATC. Because I'd had a bit of a fucker. We're going, yeah, man, just call me when you're ready. Dead relaxed, dead chill.
Is on the house.
But you filed Slant Golf. How come?
Because that's what I've got.
I'm filing Slant Alpha.
Probably won't be using it because I don't have a flight plan put in it, other than the destination.
I tried to not to even kind of show the moving map.
Situational awareness, dear boy.
Oh yeah, but you know, it's the sim, so that's the challenge. Okay, so I'm ready to go.
Two secs, I'm just doing after startups.
And 2 secs have passed. I like to do that, you know, when someone tells me, you know, 1 sec. Yes, all right.
I haven't got memory items in there yet, in my head yet. It's transponder. Ooh, 7,000. Well, no, it's 1,200 here, isn't it?
Yeah, 1,200.
Oh, yes.
We are close to the US, so let's do 1,200.
Altimeters, just press B, because I have no idea what they are. I hadn't even looked at the Vatstar, to be honest.
1011 hectopascals.
What are the winds?
Winds are 150 at 22 or something like that. Yeah. So it's gonna be runway 12.
Bringing up the chart. Alright, 12, that's where we are. We're taxiing via basically Alpha.
Oh, yeah.
Kingston traffic, Golf Charlie Romeo, Whiskey Tango, taxi into runway 12 via Foxtrot and Alpha. Kingston. He's done. Did I come through on
Yes, you did.
Unicom then? Right, cool.
Now my turn. Normal Manley traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna 310, taxiing to runway 12 via Alpha. Manley. Could I be hurt?
Yep, 5B5.
Great. And the temperature is like 40 almost.
Can we go there? For real?
Hmm?
Can we go to Jamaica for real? Because that sounds really nice.
This doesn't sound nice at all.
Oh, I'm a sun god. I don't like the cold. I'm like a lizard.
I laugh at the call. I'll just use the fan.
Oh shit, yeah. Better sort the cabin temperature out, haven't I?
Oh yeah. It's the first time I see it's hot, you know, the cabin is hot. And I had my door closed the whole time, so...
Oh, the cabin is hot and steady. So, I don't even know where the fan anymore.
It's next to the mixture levers. To the right.
Get the air on max.
Yeah, but you need to also turn on the fan. That's the switch above it.
Yeah. Ooh! That's making such a good noise, I can almost feel it.
I'm simulating the headphones, so I don't have that noise like hurt.
Oh, I do it. Yeah, I do as well, but I can still hear it a little bit.
I can tell you've been drinking from the way you're taxiing.
Because I'm messing about with the stuff in the cockpit. I'm looking where I'm going. You're the one with the beer packed in front of your monitor.
Yeah, I had a guy on Saturday doing his pre-departure briefing while taxiing. But he managed to stay on the taxiway, so
What the
eventually.
hell's that out in the? I've got something weird out in the bay there. Lots of weird shit going on.
I don't know what you have where.
It might be because it's a custom scenery. There's lots of. Oh, it's disappearing now. It's where all those ships are. There's lots of lines sticking up in it. Ah, they've all gone now. How bizarre! Because it's a custom scenery.
Do you have a custom scenery?
Yeah, I got this one off a TO.
Okay.
Is it 2 knot ground speed? I think Bravo isn't good enough. Should be long enough for that. And that it is a bit hot. Ah, should be plenty. What could possibly go wrong?
Famous final words.
I was just getting bored with taxi. It's a bloody long runway.
Can I ask why do you use coordinates for your flight plan?
Me?
Yeah.
How else should I do that? Those are not like any visual.
Waypoints. Yeah,
no
there's no
waypoints.
waypoints or anything there, is there?
Well, the thing is that when you put coordinates, effectively, people are expecting that you are flying with a GPS, which effectively becomes not a non-VFR flight.
I just identify the points as
Or that's my
coordinates.
understanding.
Oh,
So, in the absence of a sector file, because I have seen the route, it's really good. I will just put the names of places that I can find even from Google Maps.
yeah. Some of them I can substitute. Some of them I don't know what I would place there. So yeah, but
So,
alright.
for example, I see that you have selected very beautifully islands, bays, things like that,
Yeah.
which I guess they have a name.
Yeah, some
I'm
of
not
them.
telling
Yeah.
you off, I'm just suggesting.
Yeah. Thanks.
So, for example, Port-au-Prince. The small island is called Grande Cayamite.
Yes. And there's a Navas Island. It's the third fix, I believe. It's not even on the World VFR chart, but if you switch to Caribbean 1, then it's there.
Mm.
Take off. What we at? 78 VR.
Right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I was just doing the run up and then just so 25. Just reacquainted myself so I don't have to think about it once I'm up in the air. Get flaps, fuel. So that 25. After a while, 115. Cool. Right, we go. Kingston traffic. Golf Charlie Romeo. Whiskey Tango. Lining up. Runway 12. Kingston.
Oh, my call sign ends where your call sign begins.
Yes.
I'm Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Yeah, it's because it's a Cessna R. All mine now all end with WT,
Okay.
but I do different ones for different planes.
Yeah. Normal manly traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo will be departing runway 12 after the departing Twin Cessna. Manly.
And the traffic, Golf with Tango taking off from wave 12 and departing to the east. Manly.
So time is now 1854 will be when I take off. Finally, I see some waves on the sea.
Line performance is a bit shit.
How heavy are you?
Probably quite heavy actually. And it's hot.
I'm about 4,700 pounds.
Are you streaming this Discord voice?
I am streaming also Discord voice, yes.
Okay, so we need to be careful what we say.
Are you planning to say something inappropriate?
Not
Or just in
inappropriate,
general?
but maybe private.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that. But I can always mute Discord if you want to discuss something private, so I mean muted on the stream.
Well, since we're just the three of us, and we have some time ahead of us. I have estimated time of 2026 Zulu.
What, say again about the time?
I have estimated time of arrival 2026 Zulu.
Your arrival, 2026.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have plenty of time in front of me for our chat.
Yeah, my estimated time of arrival is about 21:05. Something like that. So yeah, we have a lot of time.
So, for example, since we are the three of us, and I don't know if you have muted the Discord on your stream.
Not yet, but I can do that if you want.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Okay, let me know. Wait. Okay, I muted Discord like not my replies though. Is that all right? Okay, well, I have a mute button configured, so if I want to say something, all right. Yes. Alright, so now we are nearing that Navassa Island. There it can be seen. It's this one, this little one. We were able to hit it. So when we cross over, I'll just mark my time, reset the timer, and set the new course. I'm sorry for not speaking very much today on the stream. The thing is that we are discussing kind of private stuff over Discord, and it would not be a great content for the stream. So I hope you'll forgive me.
disconnect in 10 minutes anyway.
Okay. All right, so I'll just re-enable, you know, now you are being recorded. And you will be posted afterwards.
Does that mean we can talk crap about you then?
As about me or about?
Yeah. So it all comes on your channel. You're like, bloody Thomas.
Yeah, well, feel free. I don't mind, you know. That's the good thing, you know, about men, I would say. If you have like a male collective or like male society, no, not society, male kind of group, you can tell anything, you know, and the other guy will know, okay, it was a joke, you know.
Oh yeah.
Now put some women together and do the same joke, you know, and they will be like enemies forever.
Yeah, they do hold a grudge.
Yeah.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah, you know, we had a really nice, you know, a tradition in my previous company. You know, we're like 12 people in an office, and it was like every time, you know, someone sneezes, you know, you're supposed to say like something like "bless you," right? And we would just say, you know, if everyone like sneezed, it would be like "die already," you know. And like die already, you and some kind of swear word, you know. And it was you know, you always laughed, you know, because in the sense, you know, it was the same as saying like bless you, right?
Yeah.
That's really good. I miss that that company, you know.
Yeah, I mean, in my office we have good banter because it's office full of IT types, so it's full of blokes.
Yeah.
In my office, and we've all known each other for years and years, like 20 years, three of us.
We actually had two ladies, you know, but you know they played ball, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, they tend to be all right. It's just with each other they tend to be.
Yeah.
Catty.
Exactly. Yeah, so you have the similar collective, like.
Oh god, yeah. We rip the piss out of each other all the time.
Nice. So now I'm trying to locate the highest mountain on the sectional, or what passes for a sectional in this area. I see it on 6,600, the highest one, and I should be on the left side of it, and I probably see it.
Yeah, I can see it on the horizon there. There's a bit of cloud coming up.
Yeah, so for
minimum safe altitude 13,500 feet.
What?
Minimum safe altitude 13.5.
Well, no, as long as you can see, you know, it's all right.
Yeah.
And
coming up to this little lake now.
And we are now on the borders of Haiti to Dominican Republic, or thereabout. And where are you? At the Lac de Peligre? Is it Lac de Peligre lake?
Something like that. That little lake, anyway. Yeah, just about turns 70.
The lake that looks like a dragon.
Yeah, it does a bit. Yeah.
We're now playing We Were Together. You know, it's a cooperative game, PC game, with my brother. And we communicate in English, you know, to practice. And it's a game where you need to, you know, communicate what you see to the other guy, and actually together find a solution that each one of you has like a part of, or is capable of doing a part of. And sometimes it's so damn difficult. And it would be difficult even in the native, you know, tongue. But
yeah. Doesn't your brother teach English?
Yeah, he does, and it's in all honesty, like it's more difficult for me than it is for him.
I was going to say that would be a distinct advantage to him. That.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's mainly me who struggles.
So whose idea was it to do it all in English? Was it his or yours?
You know, he's kind of funny because he really likes English, and you know he's very good at it, and most of the times that I come and say something in Czech, his reply is I don't understand Russian. So yeah, it's kind of very natural to him to actually speak English.
Well, he lives over here, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, all right. I thought he did.
No, he lives in the same city as I do.
Guys, I sat down the plane, so I will have to say good nights to you.
Yeah, but you can't leave until you tell us, the feet per minute and G load. because that's the only thing that's important in a landing, as I learned on Vatstar Discord.
Okay, it's 238 and G load 0.99.
Okay, well, that's good enough, I guess.
Anyway below 1 is good for me.
The G load is actually more important than the feet per minute.
Exactly. I don't look at feet per minute.
How come that the G load is below 1?
That's a technique which I didn't share at the channel because everybody was sharing their own techniques. Yes, there are a lot of techniques to do a good landing. So when you are about to touch, you push forward the yoke.
Oh, yeah, that would make it. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course you run into the danger of landing with all 3 gears. But if you are careful, effectively you stop. You land on a pillow of air because the wing turns with your rotation, and for momentarily it creates more lift.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing that the friend pilot taught me is like when I'm making the turn in the pattern, I should like briefly like push the stick to kind of increase the speed momentarily, so I can in the turn maintain my normal speed or something like that. But that was in the pattern when already like descending, so it's kind of different, completely different thing.
Yeah, what you said, I compensate by delaying, reducing speed.
Yeah, so you basically reduce in a turn.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm using the turn to reduce, so I know that I need to be on the base with 75, let's say, on the Cessna. I start my turn with 82, and I know it's going to land to finish off the turn with 75, instead of waiting for 75 and then turn, having to put some power or do the trick that you just said.
Yeah.
So every pilot finds its own tricks.
Yeah. All right, Spiros, I'm glad that you did a nice landing, and those 2 numbers are the only indicators. I don't need to know anything else.
Well, the other indicator is our people screaming from the back.
Yeah. So if you can if nobody gets hurt, you can reuse the plane as is. It's a successful landing.
I don't know why so many people on Discord like lately are so obsessed with some rate, or something like that. It doesn't say anything about landing.
A couple of people are obsessed with tube lining, aren't they?
to be honest, I won't say agree with being a number guy, but landing. So my instructor was saying that the plane is judged at the takeoff and the pilot on the landing. Landing is the most complex maneuver for a pilot. You have to coordinate a lot of things together to make a good landing.
Hmm.
Okay, now the definition of a good landing is where we disagree. But not that the fact that the landing is the epitome of a good pilot.
Yeah, that's true.
And since also a lot of the flying is happening with the autopilot, the takeoff and the landing is the only phase where you actually behave like a pilot.
Yeah, and not like a manager.
Yes. So I understand the obsession. So the obsession, I understand.
I
The
yeah
number game, not.
yeah I do understand the obsession with wanting to do a good landing, but I was speaking about the obsession of judging a good landing by FPM and G-load only.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all you've got in a sim, really.
Well, yeah, in that case, I'll just end at the end of the runway, and with really butter landing and call it a success, even though I just impact the tree just behind the runway.
The G loading is the only true metric because
Yeah,
that's the one that you feel.
yeah, of course.
But the G loading was not available in previous simulators, I think.
Mm. And do we know if it's like accurate in this simulator?
It is accurate as accurate it can be any metric.
You know, that saying, garbage in, garbage out. So
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that uh, so even in the real plane, I was there are some planes that actually provide that information.
oh,
Okay,
really? Okay.
yeah, for training. Usually, when you go for your multi-engine, the training, the twins that are for training, they have this G loading.
Oh, nice.
Effectively, there is they measure the force of the spring
Mm-hmm.
of the gear. Okay, there were cases where the feel of the punch was perfect, and it was saying that it was 1.15.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to say is that it wasn't accurate because everybody on the plane was saying what a smooth landing. So the G loading sensor of the body didn't sense anything. So in that sense, every sensor can be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
So
have
do
found
you want the G loading to be close to 1 or close to 0?
yes, close
Zero
to
now.
1.
Yeah, close to 1. Yeah.
Go
Okay.
to zero, you are, weightless.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So that's like zero deviation from normal.
Yeah, you're going over. Yeah. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm on about with the G load meter. How much G load you've got? Yeah, but it's how much you're feeling on it. So yeah,
So
close to 1 is perfect then, isn't it?
in a PPL, I was never told to look for landing perfection. If you land and you land in the center line, you land in the touching zone, and the plane doesn't crash, you're okay. But on the multi-engine, I was taught to do good landings.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose then, because then the it gives you the skills then for when you're on a single engine,
No,
asymmetric.
because on the single engine it's much easier to land. There is the range of good landing is very long. You have a lot of room for error, but on the twin engine, 68 is a bad approach, 72 is a bad approach speed, 70 is a perfect. So there is no much. You need to be very precise. You need to find that exact point of perfect buoyancy in the air, because the twins are more prone to reach the point where you lose the lift or you are just too fast.
That must be why I'm struggling. I always struggle to land this thing.
So
You've
for
got
example,
you've got to keep power on all the way down. It's
exactly
right. It doesn't feel right.
in your real flying, do you cut off the power completely over threshold to touchdown?
Depends on the aircraft. Little Cessnas, I thought you did.
Yes.
Nearly enough.
So on the Cessnas, you do. Maybe on the Pipers, you keep it a
You
little
leave
bit more.
You leave a little bit in.
Yes. So you may cut it down on 20. All right. So on the Piper Seneca 2 that I did my multi-engine, I was keeping the power, not full, but I was keeping the power all the way before I hit the brakes. If I wanted to do a full flaps landing, because the moment you have full flaps landing, you have your gear stopping you, and you do your approach with around 65% of your engine power, and you decide to cut the power to flare. That goddamn thing bleeds airspeed so fast that sometimes you cannot flare it correctly.
Yeah,
There is too much drag.
it's the same here in the simulator in 310. You're basically landing with power.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm sort of so not used to it. That's why I struggle with this thing. So, have you tried the Seneca in the sim?
No, I haven't tried the Seneca.
It's a Seneca 5, that one. Apparently, they've tweaked it and it's supposed to be all right now, but single engine performance used to be rubbish, but it's okay now.
Is it the Coronado one?
Yeah, but they actually fixed. I know about it. I know. It doesn't have system depth, but I wasn't too bothered about that. I was just was the flight model pretty good? So when you did single engine, did it act correctly? Did it give you the same single engine performance? And it didn't at all. But apparently they fixed it now, so it actually works more.
A lot of people also say the same thing about the Baron, the default Baron MSFS.
Yeah, it's too powerful.
It's not.
Well, I found it too powerful. When you the single engine, you can still climb at over 1,000 feet per minute. I'm going, nah,
yes.
That's not right.
The Baron is the most performant twin engine ever created. It's the Ferrari of the twin engine.
And by
consequence, so they're saying 1,000 feet per minute on a single engine is actually too slow.
No, and I know that I have experience only with two twin engines, Piper Seneca 2 and the Baron, the P36, not with the glass cockpit. Okay, and I can tell you the Baron was a beast.
Oh, I've heard that.
It felt like a rocket.
Yeah, like 250 horsepower or something per side.
Yes, it climbs like a rocket. The Piper Seneca is a normal twin. The Baron is a rocket.
It must be very dangerous to actually fly in that. If you lose that engine, it must want to, flip you immediately. right? Or
Yes, you have to bank a lot of on your good engine.
or does it have like a giant rudder as well?
What?
Does it have like a giant rudder?
It has a good size rudder, but as I said, uh, you step on your good engine more. So
Mm-hmm.
on the
But
Seneca, you step 3 degrees. On the Baron, you step 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
it's not the size of the rudder.
We lost your voice, John.
All right, okay. It's not the. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, it's not necessarily the size of the rudder. It's how far back it is from the thing. When I was looking at multi-engine thing. There was somebody who was explaining it, and they were using a Baron, and explaining why when they're doing single engine, where they have to demonstrate VMC, the instructor has to stick his feet on the rudder to stop them pressing the rudder too far.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, to stop it. Otherwise, they get into a spin, the unrecoverable spin. They've got to physically do it because it's the VMC's too high, and when you get to VMC, it stops dead and throws you over. So they've got to simulate it by sticking his foot on the rudder.
Yeah. I remember watching that video. That yeah, you actually didn't want them to go that to go that slow.
Yeah, it's just way too dangerous because of where it. Because he was saying it was comparing it to a Piper. He was saying it was. Hang on a minute. Stand by, cloud. I'm trying to get myself around this cloud here. Yeah, he was comparing it to Piper and why it was where it is, and it was where the rudder was in relation to the angle between the wing, the single engine, the good engine. It was fascinating.
Yeah. By the way, we are
And
still
also-
keeping Spiros here. He wanted to leave.
For somebody who is switching from, let's say, more straightforward to a Baron, my first problem, because I don't have a lot of hours there, my primary no training on Baron, just a couple of rides. So the thing is that it's not the normal 2 throttles,
Yeah.
2 beats, and 2 mixture. It's throttle. It's a propeller throttle mixture.
Yeah.
So my first time, I was in the approach. I tried to cut the power, and instead of cutting power, I cut the RPM.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's like different to every other plane in a Baron. Has anybody explained that to you? Why they would do it like that? Or is it because normally in a flight you just set the RPM and then what you trigger is the mixture and the throttle, so they put it like next to each other?
The ergonomics of the cockpit, if it is a propeller throttle mixture or throttle propeller mixture, it's up to the design what they think it was.
I know, but yeah.
I don't find any particular way being more better than the other. I guess it's just up to the tradition after some point. So because the Barons are always like that, and the Pipers are always throttle propeller mixture.
I mean every other
What-
aircraft, not just Vipers.
What I was told in the training, and there was also a trick, is that you try never to put more throttle than your propeller.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot have a lot of manifold
Yes.
and low. Yeah. So that's why
Oh, you can stick your thumb, and actually when you hit those prop levers, then you know that you should not go further with the throttles, right?
In the training Seneca that I was on, they had a metal bar. So when you were pushing too much throttle, it was sliding also the propeller together.
Uh-huh.
So in that way, because I was told the blues should always be in front of the blacks,
Mm-hmm.
never the other way around. Anyway, I have to disconnect now. Thank you
Sure.
very much for the company.
Yeah, take care.
All right, cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Great spirit, mate.
Okay, so I see that I completely botched the planning. The descent planning. I need to check my flight plan. What did it do? Oh, I know. Alright, so I modified my performance in the sky vector, you know, and I didn't count with that with the flight planning, so I'm like 10 miles from the field. Actually, I'm 6 miles from the field at 6,000 feet.
Yeah, well, I'm 30 miles out, and I'm started my descent.
Yeah, it's I completely botched it. I forgot that I played with the aircraft data in sky vector.
Yeah, well, I didn't even look at that. I'm just going by the navlogs out the window now. I'm just following the VLR in now.
You know, I meticulously started my descent at the top of descent point, you know, time-wise and everything, but... And that is this garbage in, garbage out, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so basically what I want to do is get the weather, of course.
Yeah, it's 060 at 10 knots. So runway 8.
Okay, it says 12 knots at this point. Okay, well, I already have the METAR from 21 Zulu, which is like 1 minute ago. How the hell? But yeah, but it won't be updated in the simulator anyway. So yeah, so 060, and the runways are... Okay, so runway 08,
08.
perfect. Okay, so if I had a Corsair right now, I would just dive to the runway, but I guess I'll just make some circuit. Gregorio Luperon, traffic. I'm Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, about 4 miles west of the field. I'll be doing some circles and eventually we'll be joining left downwind, so for runway 08, Gregorio.
Do we know if it's what the patterns are?
Well, I guess it's gonna be left one because the left one will take you over the sea. The right one will take you over the city, or village, town. Whatever that is.
I'm probably just going to do a right base. Ooh, mountains. Need to avoid them. Trouble is I've got bloody clouds I'm having to steer around.
Why do you need to avoid mountains? I like mountains.
Yeah, look nice. I like to climb them and shit, but I would like to be able to see them. I'm coming through clouds and trying to pick my way around a load of clouds here at the moment. Looks
Yeah.
very picturesque.
Yeah. Someone told me that whatever comes before the but doesn't make any, doesn't mean shit.
I like that one.
Yeah. It's like when you're speaking to somebody, I think, but. And it's true.
Absolutely true.
Okay, so what was the QNH 1011? So let's do 1011.
Do you ever do anything with the cowl flaps? I'm completely ignored
No,
them.
no, I'm completely ignoring them because they don't have any effect here in the simulation.
All right, fair enough then.
Yeah, someone actually on the forum of the the support forum, they reported that okay, well they work when they like directly change the variable in the sim, through some other control, that they actually worked and had some effect, but the Blackbird simulation would just need to correct that on their side. They basically provided them a clue what to look for, but nothing has been fixed yet. So yeah, so they are able to be operated a little bit, but it's not implemented.
Fair enough then. I'm completely ignoring.
Yeah. I was doing a test. I was actually running one flap completely open and the other one completely closed, and the engine temperatures were just same.
Ooh, getting buffeted about.
I was flying like for an hour.
Do like that dynamic weather in this. I've always liked it, and it's even better now.
Yeah, to be honest, I slightly reduced that from realistic to medium, because sometimes it seemed a little excessive, and the medium will still provide me some buffeting.
It's that thing where you get it when you're just crossing a bush or a tree for short when you're dead low.
Yeah, but when you get it, when you are crossing some hill and you are like 5,000 feet above it, and you still get buffeted like crazy, I don't think that's really correct. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean I knew I'd crossed the coastline because all of a sudden my VSI went fucking bananas.
Yeah. But maybe it's correct. What the hell I know.
Yeah, not real pilots. I did definitely feel it when we were coming into land. We were on short final. Every little stone, bush, bunny rabbit was making it jump about.
Yeah, I'm like smart enough to admit, that I don't know how it should behave, in real life. So.
Sign of intelligence.
Yeah, at least a point.
That Dunning-Kruger effect.
Okay, I'm joining the pattern, so I'll need to maintain some kind of sterile cockpit, I guess.
Looks like I'm coming in for a straight in, to be honest.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm 10 miles out, actually. You're miles away from you. I've still got 5,000 feet to go. Blimey, this is a slow...
Gregoria, Lieutenant Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, joining left down in runway 08. Gregoria. Well, I needed to lose some altitude anyway, so... because of my wonderful planning.
Might do a bit of an orbit here, I think.
Bit of what?
An orbit.
Orbit, yeah.
Oh, I see you. I can actually see you.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, me too.
Hey, hello.
Hello. Well, I see the light.
Yeah, well, I see. Yeah, ditto. Oh, excellent. Gregorio traffic, Golf Charlie Romeo with Tango, 10 miles to the west, inbound for a full stop. Gregorio.
A little bit higher than the pattern altitude should be. That's alright. They still hasn't fixed that artificial horizon, you know, that it just crosses that line that crosses the scenery.
I know it's on the to-do list, but I don't think they will ever fix it. It says it's on the to-do list, but it's unplanned. It's not planned to be fixed.
Why?
But probably because it's too much effort. It's something fundamental, obviously, within the program.
Yeah. Okay, I'm landing flaps 15 today. Gregorio traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning final, runway 08, full stop landing, Gregorio. Okay, landing gear is out. Final check.
Gregorio traffic, Golf Whiskey Tango, 5 miles west, inbound for straight in, full stop. Gregorio.
So are you doing an orbit? Or are
Well,
you just diving?
I'm in short final. 5 mile, 3 mile final.
Yeah, but 2,000 feet.
I'm 5 mile away. Well, 3 mile away.
Gregorio traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, vacated runway 08 and taxiing to the parking. Gregorio.
Gregorio traffic, Golf Whiskey Tango on 2 mile final for runway 08 for full stop. Gregorio. Oh, big side slip. I do love it when it side slips.
Yeah. You mean forward slip in your case?
Yeah, forward slip. Ooh.
I heard that.
Butter.
What?
Butter.
Butter? So where to park?
Just bringing up the chart to work out where I am. Ah,
Yeah, I see
Alpha.
some small parking places, so I'm gonna go to them.
Actually, leaving the power on made the landing a little bit easier.
Of course.
So much easier, actually. Your traffic, Golf Whiskey Tango, clear of 08 at Alpha. Taxiing back to Park. Gregorio.
And where do you get the charts from?
Navigraph.
Ah, you have sold your soul.
I've had it since more or less early doors. I've had it for donkeys.
I know,
It's
but
really useful. The charts are amazing, especially when you don't, when you're in places like this where you've got to hunt for the AIPs. It's just easier. It's just so much easier.
yeah,
If Sky Demon had the charts for this area, I'd have been on Sky Demon though.
I won't argue with that it's easier. It's just so damn expensive nowadays.
It's about, I can't remember what it is, about 10 now. God, it takes some moving, doesn't it? To get it moving up when you're taxiing, when it's been stood still. Come on, get a shift done.
Oh yeah. Alright, so we arrived. And now it's time for a bottle of Bruegel.
Nice. I've got a glass of red that's been sat here waiting for me. I won't drink and fly.
Then you are better than me. I drank my rum while flying. It was a nice one.
Oh, that's the point. I've got a bit of rum actually.
So yeah, so this was basically
Morgan Spice. That's a Morgan Spice. Oh, I'm gonna have a celebratory Morgan Spice.
Oh, I don't call that rum.
Oh, I don't either.
You know, if you want to just get drunk, then fine. But otherwise,
Bacardi as well, which is also marginally rum.
yeah.
I have had some really good rum in the past, and it's glorious.
Oh yeah.
Don't mix it with anything. That was just sacrilegious.
Have you seen someone mixing rum with something? I mean, like in the drink, yeah, but.
Yeah, I mean proper. I mean if proper rum, proper expensive rum, no.
Yeah.
So that would be wrong on so many levels. But the cheap rum like Morgan Spice and the Bacardis of the world, yes, you need to throw some Diet Coke in there.
Oh my. Yeah, but you're probably right.
Yeah, otherwise I'd just neck it and be a complete mess.
Yeah. Well, in any case, this was like.
Where are you parked? Is that you parked over the back of the?
Yeah, yeah, I'm in the back. Go right.
Yeah.
Yes.
The scenery's quite nice, actually.
Huh?
This scenery I've got is quite nice from flightsim.to. It's got a terminal. It's even got the flashing beacon on the roof, which looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, this was like the longest flight in this tour.
Yeah, it's
So-
been nice actually.
Well,
Nice
yeah,
and steady, right?
because we had a company, so we basically spent it talking, and always,
Yeah,
time
that's
flies.
Pretty good actually. Yeah, definitely. And being able to talk and hand fly at the same time, to get it all nicely trimmed out. It was lovely. Oh, that reminds me, I need to centralise all my trims.
Yeah, I little bit cheated, and flown with an autopilot. Okay, let me just stop the stream, and yeah, so stopping the stream.